Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself up. Sorry, I'm laughing. Joining myself up. You're on a panel this evening is the one and only JFK, Bridgeman, and Mr. Fox, who knows as much about running a bowling team as Steve Clark does about an international football team.
I just knew that was coming, by the way.
How we doing, gents?
I'm alright, Oxford. How are you?
Can I just say a huge good evening to you guys on the panel and a massive good evening to the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening all over the world. Good evening and a big welcome to Rangers Radio.
How are you, JFK? I think it's only right we bring in Mr. Fox. Evening, Mr. Fox.
Evening, guys.
You sound a bit down, mate. Are we going to have a full... how did our team perform at the weekend, mate?
Performed very well. Just a bit unlucky where the balls bounced. But apart from that, it was a brilliant day, brilliantly organised, brilliantly ran, and an absolutely pleasure to be at party at, mate.
All right. At the moment, I've had an update tea time tonight. The figure we can announce that they've raised so far for Erskine is on the day is £11,000, mate. £11,000.
Absolutely terrific.
Terrific. And rising, I may add, with the final figure still to be collated yet.
So absolutely GFK, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. It's a fantastic sum of money, and as you've just informed us there, it's rising. So congratulations to Ian and all the members of Partick Bowling Club for running such a wonderful tournament, and all the guys that took part, although the Rangers radio team kind of fell by the wayside.
Oh, mate, unbelievable. You can understand. I had a few people let me know how the thing was gone as it took shape. First of all, we failed the drugs test in the morning, mate.
Right, was that the business enough drugs there?
No, they all the ails and aches and pains and all the drugs there. There wasn't a drugs test they could have took, they would have failed.
Aye, so there was
obviously the play. Look, there's nothing wrong with our management team. Fox gives them all the tactics. They cross the white line. They play a different game in Fife, JFK. What they play there is you get your points for the ones furthest away for the jack.
See, medication does that to your lack of medication. You know.
That's totally out of order, that, by the way. Totally out of order.
Well, there's a manager speaking. You need to let him always say, Fox. Oxford.
Well, first of all, the big plus was we all looked good in our new jumpers.
Right.
I did hear about that. I heard about that. Aye.
And we won our first game, and things just went slightly astray after that.
They peaked too early, JFK. Where have you heard that before?
Aye. So when you won the first game, was there any sort of lap of honour, or did you need a massage to do a lap of honour? How did the guys?
No, we started off well, but it's a funny game, bowls, as you know. You could be line a couple of shots and somebody gets a fluky one and you lose 3 shots, but that's just the way it is, you know.
We must be really unlucky, our team, because we lost one game 13-0.
There can only be one winner on the day, and the rest of the people were just happy to take part.
Well, you can't blame the players. You've got to direct all your heat to the management team.
I've got an announcement. I've retired for being the manager now.
He's had 4 shots in this pitch and failed on every occasion.
Unbelievable, that boy. Unbelievable. What a shocker, Foxy.
To get into the group stages, Fox?
No, it's been the whole thing is getting there in the first place. Getting there.
That's a bonus, isn't it? Getting there.
Sounds a bit like Stevie Clark, doesn't it? What do you think, JFK?
Well,
we should win this.
Well, if you've got to be in it to win it, you know. But I mean, performance related, there, and I think there's got to be questions asked. You know, I think the manager's got to be held accountable for the performance of the team. It's all right saying that when they step out of the white line or whatever it is that they step onto, but maybe he's doing the right thing and stepping down instead of.
I don't think it's the players, mate. I think it's the manager.
I'd agree 100% with that.
I think it's the manager. He's kept man for high tempo, and also a motivational speaker who turns up to give a pep talk.
But I think I confused them when I says we'll line up 4-2-3-1. I think that kind of blew them right away.
Was all Mac playing?
No, Mac was an observer.
He's the sponge man.
He's a sponge man, isn't he?
Anybody gets hurt, Mac's on there about half for them.
He's a water boy.
They call him Gonga
Well done,
Din.
Mac. Well done.
They call him Gonga Din.
Gonga Din.
A better man than I am. Gonga Din.
Oh.
Right, can I just thank our team for Fife who come through and represent us in a way that's a credit to Rangers Radio. They take part in the day, have a right good laugh and mix with everybody, and they're a credit to us all. All right, they're not very good at bowls, falls, but apart from that, they do very well.
They are very good at bowls. They're just unlucky, mate. Unlucky. I'm not going to say a bad word against the guys.
They're not good at the group stages, and next year will be 5 attempts.
Well, I'll take the full blame for it. That's all you need to know. I'm really just despondent at this present time.
Well, the thing is, Oxia, there's maybe you needed some old blood in the team.
Just some blood. Just some blood.
Aye.
Can I
Anyway,
move on and thanks everybody? Obviously, thanks to everybody on Rangers Radio who's contributed £11,000 bowling tournament. Bridgeman, fantastic, yeah.
Brilliant.
Now listen, Oxia. I asked you before. I definitely don't owe you any money.
No, well, you owe me loads of money, but the show.
Heard that.
Can I give a shout out? Can I give a shout out to a first time listener tonight? And he's in the lobby tonight, Toby Brown, who for his sins just happens to be married to my big cousin. So if there's any spare medals going about, send it to Toby Brown, because I tell you what, he deserves a lot of them. And Fox, you've met my cousin, haven't you?
Was that Ellen I met on Saturday? Oh, lovely lady. Along with your ma, we sat and had a good blather.
So what can I say? Welcome, Toby. Hope you enjoy yourself, pal. We've got no bad announcer on the show. Sometimes he's got his guests in. He's very good. Name's Oxtail. You'll probably know him. So welcome, pal. Enjoy yourself.
Right. So where are we? All right. I'm going to have a wee challenge tonight once we get 5 callers in. Apart from me and Fox, because we worked on it today. So we're looking at another 3 callers to join them. One of the wee tenable challenges for the JFK. I know you like a bit of that. Yeah.
Scott Simon.
What's that, mate?
Scott Simon.
Oh, you're out.
Hey, just before you go, hey, I've been getting pelters for that.
Have you?
Some of my pals and a couple of folk. What are you all about? Were you on drugs or should you be on drugs? How did you know get that? I said, look, my heat just wasn't there.
They don't know what it's like when you're under pressure, JFK.
Oh, aye.
That's how you have to get up your porn stuff.
Is there a vacancy for the manager's job in the Bulls team? I'll take that. There'll be less pressure there.
Oh, no. You can't. We will be interviewing for that. Me and True Blue will be setting up interviews in Hawaii around about next May time.
Hawaii.
I'm up for that. Just interview will do me.
Me and True Blue will be going away. Anybody wants to put forms and come and get interviewed in Hawaii, we'll be doing that next year. Was that all right, Bridge?
Well said, but I like it. That's a good idea. All
right, so, international football, I don't think we want to talk about that. Starting to build up for the game on Saturday. I watched a bit of the Croatian game today. Yeah. Barisic done all right. I turned it off. I told Fox at the time, I says, Croatia on the murder in this team. Next thing I see, the final score's 1 each.
Aye.
You know, so Barisic is away playing, Stephen Davis was playing. I think you watched a wee bit of that, JFK?
I watched the first half of the Northern Ireland game, and as usual, Northern Ireland are a good steady team. They're defensively, they're very good. They work for each other. Germans are good at going forward, but the Northern Ireland are dealing with it well. So, I mean, that's my other team. No, I don't support the Tartan Trannies. Northern Ireland will do me, and let's hope at the end of the game that they'll come away with the result. I mean, stowed out crowd. It's a sellout there. So come on in, Northern Iron.
I seen a stat in the papers at the weekend that a friendly international rugby game against Georgia, who aren't exactly a force, had 21,000 more people than a decent international at Hampden. Bridgeman, you reap what you sow.
On the same night last Friday. Unbelievable, really interesting. And by the way, I have to say to you, I'll bet you London and Orange, there's not one of them will turn in and say, because they're talking about, I heard they were talking about why they can't get, why the fans aren't coming to see them, and not one of them have said that because they've got a problem with the SFA versus Rangers. They're not going to say it. I don't know why, but they want to. That's the reason they've got nobody come to see it, no big crowds, is because of the Rangers. There are very few Rangers fans going to see them. Places were empty tonight as well, you know it.
Since you're just having a wee chat about that, Oxshire, I tried to call into the Snide show tonight. No, that it's not a place that I listen to a lot, no, but I wanted to see if I could be able to discuss the booing of Ryan Jack last week. It's been picked up with various other media, but they've not even discussed it, you know. But as usual, when I come on, the guy Andrew or David or whatever their name is, they snub me. They don't let me come on, you know. So I'm still banned for Radio Snide. But the booing of Ryan Jack last week was absolutely scandalous. There's a couple of people I know who went to the game, and it's absolutely disgusting.
Here, mate. Here. Can I say, once he's banned up for Radio Clyde, mate, and have him back on, we'll get shot on for your Bridgeman and peace will break out.
That's a plan, by the way. That's a plan.
Hello, freeze there first before I get a chance to go in there. I'm not taking the chance.
Well, at least come to Hawaii for an interview before you.
Well, if I'm all right, I think I could manage Hawaii. I think I'd be all right there. So we'll go for that then.
I've just got
your Mrs. Arm will be mended by then.
What's that?
Jimmy? Will your Mrs. Arm be mended by then?
Well, I hope so, because she'll be flying me there.
No matter. She can move cheerio with her other hand.
Aye. Oh, good job she's not listening. But she like Oxshire, she loves Spies as well, so I just need to watch what I'm saying.
Aye, Spies. I love Spies. A certain part of the city, JFK, a certain part of the city.
Aye, definitely.
Anyway, we'll be joined by Smurf. Evening, Smurf. How we doing, mate?
Aye, no bad. How's yourself?
All right, Smurf.
Mate, all right.
Aye, all right, Bill. I'm doing good. I'm not actually this course I'm doing just breaking me.
Mate, you're starting to bore us now with this course, know what I mean?
I know. So I want somebody to come and fucking date for me, that's it.
Right, I'll come and do health and safety. Easy, common sense. Bridgeman.
It is common sense. It is common sense. But of course, isn't it?
I was getting a 12-year-old man in. You do it, you know what I mean? You're boring us now.
It's an admin job, man.
Aye.
I know.
Just think, when you're doing your risk assessment, just think of a tiger in the cage, yeah?
Tiger in the cage?
Aye, when the tiger's in the cage and it's all locked up, he's no risky, but when the cage is opened, it's a different risk altogether.
Oh, dear me. Anyway, I'm having a break for it. That's why I'm phoned up.
Well, you've come on here, you're fed up, you're coming on here to bore us, mate.
That's it, mate.
Shocker, isn't it? Absolute shocker, that boy.
We're having a quiz tonight, so there's no point in you can give the answers as new then.
Right, so I'll just tell you the new, right? This keyboard's nowhere near me. There's a keyboard getting typed to now, but it's no mine.
Scott Simon.
You got yourself.
Love it, pal.
You must have been getting a bit of stick about that JFK.
Hey, I have been, by the way. I'm telling you, kid, you know it. It's going to be a long time before I'm able to live that down, mate. Tell you.
What was the question again? What was it? Oh, the Rangers managers.
Aye, I couldn't even get a third one. Scott Simon.
Oh, aye, I forgot about that. Aye, they're right. They've got a point. That was a disgrace.
Got a point, aye. You better believe it. They're shouting across the street at me, Scott Simon.
He'd have been has he not been a manager when you actually started going to see Rangers?
Aye, he was, aye. I'll never forget that, dude.
Are you sure that was the Volume 1?
Oh, jeez, oh,
No,
man.
that was Bridgeman.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, that's below the belt. Aye.
Dear me.
I'll
Well,
tell
it's
you
good,
what.
it's good to see us on good mood and that, and laughing and joking. So we're looking forward to the game on Saturday against Livingston. So can't wait.
It's a big game for us, and what's unusual about Saturday? It's a Saturday game at 3:00 at Ibrox.
Oh, tremendous.
Oh, I can't wait. It'll
be a good game against them, and the fact is that they like to put themselves about. So let's hope that they perform on the day and can batter a few goals in against them. But I'm beginning to fall into the bridge cap.
No.
I'll take 1-1 nothing.
No, I'm looking for a Hibs result.
Well,
I'm
I would
looking for
love
a
that.
response. Smurf.
Look for a response.
Aye, I'd love a get him a right going over and get a bit of confidence flowing in the team again and that. Be interesting to see if Jack's injured, how he's going to overcome that. But aye, any result, 1-0. I'll take all day long. We just need to get points on the board and just keep going and keep clawing away at them, because that's in my head now, and nothing's decided at this big time of the season, but points make prizes, don't they? So we've got to keep their tails now. But I think it might be a tight game.
Oh, we bow your head. If we have a tight game, we'll be under pressure, mate, because we'll be the support will be looking for a response, because we never played well at our last home game.
Aye.
I think if Ryan Kent makes an appearance on Saturday, I think that'll lift the crowd.
He'll be playing.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he makes an appearance, no just to come on and give us all a wave. I think he'll be playing as well, Oxford. So that'll give us all a lift, And the thing is, I mean, we're just disappointed about that result that we don't mention. It's no that we're downhearted and that. It's gone, but it was just we just didn't perform on the day. So it's Smurf said there. It's one game, four played, 34 to go. So onwards and upwards. Bring on Livingston Saturday and let's do them. As the Bridgeman says, let's mollocate them.
Saw that the boy Kamara getting an interview and sort of basically saying that you've probably seen it yourselves anyway. That he's not been performing to the standard that he should be, and was backing up his non-selection, which was very honest, appraisal of himself. I thought it was interesting, but what was the point to note? And that was he was saying that the gaffer's trying to sort of get him to play a sort of deeper role, but when he plays for, is it Finland, isn't it?
They push him on one, didn't they?
They push him on one, which is really the last Old Firm game last season, when he turned skint brown and turned him inside out. He's playing that wee bit more advanced, seeing a pass, and I just wonder if playing that bit deeper, maybe just doesn't suit him. Trying to.
First of all, you've got to get in the team, mate.
That's it. I get that.
Bridge, as you were told when you were playing, good players can play anywhere, eh?
Yeah, most of the time, good players. And when I was playing, it was one of the key things for half-decent players that they could read the game. They could actually read what was happening and so on and so forth. But it's a different style, different time. But you're right, good players should be able to play anywhere. That's why you never get very many good players or good teams coming out of Partick. It just didn't happen.
I'll be having a word with Mrs. Bridge. Anyway, we've been joined by Stardog. How are we doing, Stardog?
Evening, guys. How are you?
All right, Stardog.
Not bad, Jimmy. Not bad.
Good lad.
It doesn't sound
not
good.
Bad, mate.
Right, Stardog?
I'm fine, mate.
You're getting beat up at home. You're getting beat up.
Beat up?
Is she beating you up?
I'm the tomato sauce in here, mate.
Summer. So,
How we doing,
I
Stabnock?
thought
Everything
that-
all right?
Aye, no bad, mate. Just a wee kind of loan report the night, mate. I see Jake Hasty got a goal at the weekend on his debut. Scored a free kick. It was in the Derby match down there. He scored after 37 minutes. Unfortunately, it was on the receiving end of a defeat, but good start to his career down there on loan, mate.
The Rotherham fans were. He was the one that was escaping any criticism. They said he played well. Not just his goal, but he played well.
No, I was reading a bit about him today, mate, and it was a big difference in that game. I think they're very, very excited about him down there this year, so they are.
Well, it's going to be they'll be hard for them rather than where they are, and it's always tight.
Aye,
for sure. One or two ways, but for us, in a selfish point of view, the boy plays every week and he comes back, and I think that's a great point you make. If he plays, and I'll go round the panel, mate, and I'll start with JFK, then I'll go to Fox. But what's happened to Greg Docherty?
Aye, he's fell right away for it, isn't he? We were a bit of debate about him a few weeks ago, or at the start of the season. Well, the same happened to the boy Hasty. I don't know. It seemed like that was a good goal he scored for Rotherham in his debut and that. But where is Greg Docherty? We saw what happened with McCrory as well. So Greg Docherty's not even in the picture at all. He's not even in what you would. I don't even think he's in the European squad, is he?
I'm not sure, mate. I'd need to check that out.
I don't think he is. Maybe the Bridgeman. I was reading through it and I can't remember seeing his name.
I'm frightened to ask you any questions because you'll only say, you'll say, Scott Simon.
I don't think Docherty's involved. I don't know for a 100% fact, but I don't think so, pal.
I could remember seeing him, Bridgeman.
There's great fear. I would imagine there's great fear that he just isn't going to cut it. That's probably great fear.
Do you know the boy's got a lot of pluses in his game, Bridge?
Yeah, indeed he has, pal.
He's a good tackler. He can strike a ball. And I watched him closely in a couple of the friendlies, and his attitude's absolutely superb. But he's not a great passer in the ball, and that's where he seems to struggle. It's typical. He plays at 100 miles an hour, so that way. He's not got
got enough pace in his game. Has he got enough pace in his game?
I think he's got enough pace, mate. I do. I just think he's ball retention. When you're moving up a level, playing with your team, when it's important, you don't give the ball away. I think that's what he struggles with. Well, I hope he can sort it and he gets better and better because he's a young boy and he's one of us as well. But he seems to be out the picture. Mr. Fox, you want to come in?
He's out the picture because of the people that's in front of him. We've got Kamara, you've got Scotty Arfield there, you've got the boy King, you've got Ryan Jack, Stephen Davis. I mean, he's quite well doing the pecking order, but that's no through any fault of his own. He went away on loan last year, done pretty well. I think he still needs to go on loan to a higher level team this maybe after Christmas. His chances of getting into the first team are very, very slim at the moment.
And I think probably when we brought him in, I was certainly one voice crying in the wilderness. I didn't want them to give Hamilton Accies the £500,000 or £600,000 because I didn't think he was worth it. But second to that, they're a Scottish team. I don't want Rangers to give them any money. But once he's come in, I would support him, and I did support him. But I didn't think he was good enough for Rangers. I think the jersey is really, really heavy on that guy. No offence to him. I think the jersey's too big.
That's sort of your opinion.
Of course.
So, last time I saw him playing was against Michelin when he came on. And I remember when Defoe made a wee run when he was on the ball. And you could see him, he thought about putting him through and then he thought against it. And Defoe was getting pelters for a couple of minutes after it. He berated him, and I think maybe that's it. It's just that wee step up in class, that speed of thought, releasing a pass. I just think he's lagging behind. He's full industry, isn't he? And Endeavour, and He's a Rangers fan and all that good stuff, and that's all fantastic. But so would we all if we had the opportunity to play, But at the end of the day, I don't think he's on the cut. It'll be interesting to see this weekend where the omission of Ryan Jack, whether there's any action for him. And
You're assuming Ryan Jack's not going to be fit for
Saturday? Assuming he's no fit for Saturday.
If everybody else is fit, Kamara would just come in.
Exactly. I know that, but I don't. To be honest with you, I don't think he's good enough. Maybe a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, he would have merited a place. But as we're going through the levels, he's going to be left behind, like others before him. But I think Rangers need to get away from these kind of. This is before the gaffer's sort of tenure, but I think Rangers need to now step away from these kind of speculative purchases, because what we need to be doing now is buying guys that are deemed to be better than the people we've now got, and not guys who see potential for the future,
Yep. Stardog.
Aye. Greg Docherty, mate. I mean, even I read an article today that if Ryan Jack isn't going to be fit for the weekend, they've already got Andy King basically lined up to come straight in. There's no been a mention of Greg Docherty. There's talking about Andy King making.
I forgot about him. Stardog. I actually forgot about him.
There's talk about Andy King making his debut at the weekend if Ryan Jack's no fit, mate. So Greg Docherty hasn't even really come into the conversation, and I think I actually wanted him to get a chance up here with us this year, but that was on the merit of what he had done and what he had achieved last year, and that he'd played so good down there last year. But this just shows you that just because you go and have a good season elsewhere, it doesn't really mean you're guaranteed to get in the team. Like, you've still got to show the manager on the training ground every day and things like that. And maybe Stevie G's just seen something different for Greg Docherty. Maybe he's just not quite ready yet. But I would also agree with Fox. I would actually like him. I would have loved him. Looking back on hindsight now, I would have preferred Greg Docherty to go to a maybe bottom of the table championship team, bottom half championship team, take it up that extra level just to see how he did there, and then maybe bring him back. He's miles behind Andy in the midfield, but I'd be really excited to see Andy King make his debut in Saturday, mate. He's a decent player. He scores goals from midfield. He's got a bit of everything in his game, so I mean, he's a great replacement to come straight in for Ryan Jack if Kamara doesn't come straight in, that is. But I think Aribo maybe needs a wee break at the weekend as well.
How many breaks do you need? We've not played a game for
Well, he's been away with Nigeria there, hasn't he?
Aye, that's true. Aye, he has been. He's on his way to Nigeria. Aye, we'll see. Maybe it's about the squad rotation. JFK, Greg Docherty, Ross McCrory, Andy Halliday.
Yep.
They all cut blue like us, mate, and none of them are in the picture at the moment.
No, I mean, what Smurf said there, I agree with. I mean, it's players that were brought in there that obviously they've no cut it. I mean, but that's been part of the building process at the Gaffers. I mean, Andy Halliday's an exception. I mean, Andy Halliday is fitted in anywhere he's asked to be played, and he's performed reasonably well for us. In some cases, very well. So, and Docherty, I'm quite surprised that we didn't maybe loan him out again. I would have loaned him out to another Premiership team in Scotland to see it. I mean, he played with Hamilton. And
you might want to loan him out, but if the boy doesn't want to go, he's got a contract.
Well, there's Fox here rhymed off 5 or 6 players who's probably in front of the boy. So if he's got any aspirations to become a football player for Rangers especially, then he's got to maybe think, I need to go and play football. And it's all right saying he's maybe part of the 18 on a Saturday, but if he's no part of the 18 on a Saturday, then where is he? He's sitting in the stand, or he's sitting in the house twiddling his thumbs. So he's better off playing football. And I know what you're saying, that he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to leave Rangers for another loan deal. But if the Gaffers had a bird with and said, well, you're not in my plans, you're number 7 in my pecking order, so where does that leave you? Andy Halliday, for me, I think this will probably be Andy's last season at Rangers.
His contract's up in the summer. Pids, what is that like, being 7th reserve in a team, mate? It must be awful.
Who are you speaking about? You can't even speak about us. You can't even speak about him in this panel. Nobody else in this panel have to Partick. They've all thrown Partick away over their shoulder.
You've not played in the cages, you've played nowhere.
I've played in the cages, all right. I played in all the cages up and down the Clyde, I'll tell you.
Oh, hey, there you go, aye.
Including Berlini.
Hey, excuse me, we don't want to mention that. Somebody must have been shotting me, so, you know.
Aye, there's spies everywhere.
Smurf, the answer to that question is yes. Right, Startup game. I made the point there that Andy Halliday, Greg Docherty, Ross McCrory, they could all come on this show. They've all got the same thoughts as us, but it's not working. As a manager, just being a Blue Nose, just you've got to be good enough.
You've got to be good enough, mate. Definitely.
You
I mean,
Andy Halliday that as well, mate.
Aye, 100%. I mean, Graham Dorrans, I think, was good enough, mate. It's just the injuries, just far too many injuries. I think his career will be like that until he finishes, unfortunately for him, which is a shame, because I think he was a decent midfielder. Greg Docherty, mate, there is time, but I just think we're going to keep getting better, and I don't see any rapid improvements. I made a point last week about Ryan Jack. I thought Ryan Jack would struggle to make that step up this year, but I mean, he's made the steps up in his game and things like that. So you either step up or you get left behind, mate. It's just going to be like that. It's happened not so much the past few years because obviously where we've been and things like that, but Stevie G's bringing a new trend of football, and I just don't think Andy Halliday will cut it. Greg Docherty, for me, I would like to see him being the main man at maybe a Motherwell or something like that for a season, but I don't think he would go to an air club. And Ross McCrory, mate, from what I've heard, that he's struggling down there at Portsmouth.
All right, okay. I've not read reports for a few weeks, mate. I know he gets sent off, and then he was playing it right back, you know.
Yep, his discipline records. I think he was close to another sending off the other week there and all, and he got whopped off. So he did. I think he's having problems down there, mate. And apparently, from what I've read as well, I think Zach Rudden, he's struggling with Plymouth Argyle, and I think maybe that's been a step like too far up for that boy. I would have liked to have seen Zach Rudden maybe in the Championship again, Kent up here this year, rather than going down south, mate. Because I mean, Zach Rudden's a goal machine. Anywhere he's went, he scored goals and things like that. So I think maybe Plymouth is just a bit too much for him. I would have liked to have seen him in an Air Championship club this year.
I feel comment. I wanted to look into the McCrory one, mate. But that's the way he plays. I'll bring Fox in now. I mean, that's the way he plays. He plays every. That was one of our criticism of Ross. His second touch was a tackle, and he goes in wholehearted and leaves nothing behind. And well, if you pick up a yellow, you're walking on thin ice.
I can't agree more.
And you come, Fox.
I think his main problem at first was he was trying too hard, getting in full-blooded in tackles when he had pushed the ball too far in front of him. That caused him a couple of problems. But we've spoke about the basic problem between Ross and the young boy you were talking about there a minute ago. What was his name?
Zach Rudden.
Greg Docherty.
Surely the main thing about being a football player is you should be able to pass the ball. And if you've not got that in your locker, you're really going to have to be very good with the other attributes. I think Greg Docherty could do with a change of position. I think when he was at Hamilton, he played more on the right-hand side, the Hamilton side, go further forward, and we're trying to turn him into a sort of box-to-box midfielder, and it's not working out too well for the boy.
Foxy was the exact same down south last year. He played the right attack mid, and that's where he got his goals from. That's where he scored off in the FA Cup and things like that. That's where I thought we would play him, the right attack midfielder, not quite a winger, just getting the inside channel behind the striker. That's where I thought we'd play him this year, because again, like you say there with Hamilton, where he was on loan last year, that's where he got most of his success, was out of that position as well.
I'd agree with you.
Does anybody remember the goal he made for Joe Aribo against St Joseph's? That wee pass, the wee reverse pass, it was a nice wee pass, mate. Aye, I mean, he has got it in his locker, but I think because you, like you say, Docs, he plays at 100 mile an hour, so the passes don't always work out for him, but he has got it in his locker. But I like him better coming in after right. But I would just prefer
to get ahead of Arfield, Stardog?
No, I wouldn't get ahead of Arfield or Ojo, mate, for me.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem he's got in that position, but
yeah,
I wish Andy Halliday, I think it was JFK, says he might be gone when his contract's up. That might be the case. Him, Ross McCrory, Zach Gooden. I wish them all the best, but there's no room for sentiment, Smurf.
Okay, can I just say, as far as Greg Docherty is concerned, we actually bought him, was it about a year ago, in the summer window, the transfer window.
It was actually 2.5 years ago when Graham Murray was the manager.
Mm-hmm. Right, so we brought him in, and the truth of the matter is, he probably was a good player and could have fitted in quite well to the Rangers quality-wise that we had then. But it wasn't 2 minutes in the door type of thing. The thing started to change. And when Gerrard came in, I'm afraid he wasn't going to be anywhere near our first team, and that's the truth. And the longer Gerrard's in, the higher the quality, the step gets higher and higher. So he's going to have to make quite a giant leap, and he really needs to step up. I think Stardog said that a wee minute ago. He really needs to step up for his own good, because he could be quickly left behind quickly.
All right, well, we need somebody else to join us so we can embarrass JFK on Terrible again. What's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We brought in a call with one of the old school Boer Fox and Stardog. What can they talk about?
Scott Simon.
Oh, JFK, I'm going to put up with that.
Yeah. Hey, I've got his address.
Scott Simon's address you've got, Jeff.
All right.
Talk about all things Rangers.
Talking about all things Rangers, we've been joined by the Global Ambassador all the way from Australia. How we doing, Big Al?
Aye, no bad, gentlemen, no bad.
All right, Al.
Aye, good, Jimmy. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, pal.
You dancing about the streets at the weekend there? I hope
certainly
you were.
Certainly was not,
no.
mate. I kept my distance.
Oh, okay. Anyway, you're talking about something I really like. I think you're talking about the others players there, Halliday, Docherty, Polster. I think it shows that we didn't have that depth. I've not been on for a while, and in the weeks that I've not been on, we've had a kind of bad result in the midst of that. I think that day that showed us that we didn't have the exact depth that is required. I don't think Mr. Gerrard is going to play the types of players. He's got his idea of who he wants in the team. And then I personally, Jack's upped his game a bit, but I still don't think he's good enough. In that midfield, Aribo is a young guy. He's came from Charlton. Maybe expecting too much of him. And certainly, I don't think I would like to see Docherty. I would like to see McCrory. Halliday, he's fell well below it as well. So I think it's reflective of the manager. He's not going to play the players, but I think it kind of alludes to that we've not got the depth of player that's required. I think. Well, for me anyway, I don't think we've got the depth of player.
You know what? Somebody once said to me, Big Man, that when managers come in, eventually they want to clear the decks of most of the people that was there before, because they like to establish their own players. That's pretty much the case with all the players, isn't it? After maybe Aribo, that you mentioned,
Look, I'm not having a go at Aribo. I can appreciate it, but he's a young player. You could see that his naivety, if that's the correct word, when he played against the Puddle Drinkers, he played in a slightly different position. He's caught. He doesn't know what to do. He's not played the position. Do you go forward? Do you come back? Do you tackle? You know what I'm saying? I don't think we can lay everything at his door and say, "Look, we need you to win the league." It's just as simple. It's not. That's not going to happen. He has to be developed as a player. But Gerrard and the management team will develop him. They've brought him in to develop him, to make him into a better player, to push him along. I just don't see why. To me, it's critical as a manager. Anybody, if you've got some young players or some young guys under your tutelage, you have to try and make them better. That's your job as a manager. Unfortunately, I don't think Gerrard thinks he can make Big McCrory or Doherty any better. You're not going to make Andy Halliday any better, I don't think. You've got this boy Matt Polster there. Is he just there for the training sessions? But we're not seeing that guy. I know he has to try and oust a player that people believe is a great player, and Tavernier. Tavernier, same again. Every big game they will require him. I think, looking at it, he never shows up for me. That's just my personal. So these guys, there's 4 players, I think, that we really can't afford. Big song and dance about spending money on players and this and that, but players like you, is there no way that they players can be developed and made into first team players?
That's the hard thing, mate, because I think, well, you do your work in the training field as a coach and you're trying to improve the team, but ultimately the first team coach is all about results.
Correct.
It's all about results. I'll bring in the brains of the panel this evening. Stardog to take that question.
Well, in my personal opinion, Gerrard trusts maybe 5 or 6 players that have got his full trust, and it guarantees if they're fit, they'll be in his team. Ryan Jack's one of them for me. Steve Davis is another one for me. He seems to love Conor Golson. Conor Golson's his vice captain. James Tavernier and Alan McGregor. There's a core group of players that are always going to be in that team when they're fit. Polster plays right back. It's hard for him to get in there when Tavernier's fit. Tav refuses to sit out, mate. I mean, Polster can also play in the midfield and things like that, but we've got Kamara for there, we've got Aribo for there, we've got Andy King for there, Ryan Jack. It's hard to fit the boy in. I mean, I don't know about the Tavernier comment about not showing up against teams in the big games. I mean, I look at some of the runs he made last year, the one away to Villarreal especially, taking on 2 and 3 players to set up Scott Arfield to get the equaliser, scoring the penalty in the Rapid Vienna game, the free kick, the Old Firm game, the games he played against Aberdeen. I mean, he does definitely show up in the big games, mate, and I could count in one hand the amount of mistakes he's actually made. I would just be careful you don't let the mistakes just weigh the amount of good things he's done for his mate, because he's a fantastic right back for us, and I definitely think he does show up in the big games, mate. I just think he's made 1 or 2 errors that are no easy to forget about, obviously because of who they were against and things like that. But on the squad, mate, I think he's got a core group of players he trusts, and I don't think Morelos has totally gained his trust yet, but I think he's no far off gaining his trust because his discipline record last year, and Ryan Kent's got his trust. I think we're just starting to see it, and I think that's been his problem with Scott Arfield as well. He maybe trusts Scott Arfield too much, and he's not gave Scott the right kind of break that he needs, because I think that guy needs a wee holiday, if I'm honest with you. I think he's done too much so far this season, so it's all really just about getting the balance of the squad right, mate. That's all you can really focus on doing.
On you go.
Well, I was just going to say, in regards to what Stardogs, I agree with him too. He's got that pool of players that he trusts, but Arfield, for the beginning of the season, has been needing a break, hasn't he? That's mismanagement. You're playing a guy if he's no... It's not fair on the guy. It's not fair on us as fans. It's certainly not fair on himself. But that's where this pool of players...
But do you think Scott Arfield's in a huff saying, I need a break and he's not giving me one, or do you think he's saying to Steven Gerrard, I'm fine, I'm ready to play? Like, he's only probably going on what Arfield's saying, mate.
I know, but sometimes, and the manager spoke about this, he's got to intervene at certain stages in players' careers and say, look, this is when you need a break. You and me have seen that he's needing a rest, isn't he? He's played them. Because I think the reason he's played them is, he, as you say, trust. He doesn't trust anybody else to play that position.
Yep.
I agree with you. I'm just...
Definitely.
I don't think you're going to see Arfield getting a break. He's a 100% professional footballer. He's not going to say to the manager, give me a rest. It's just not going to happen.
He never had a pre-season, Bridge.
No, I'm not saying you can't ask him, do you want to rest? You're going to have to rest him.
No, you
Aye,
tell
that's
him.
correct.
You tell him.
That's a very difficult, very, very difficult decision for a manager to make, to rest somebody. Seriously.
When are you seen him as tired? Is it maybe after 75 minutes, etc., when he's worked his arse off at the whole game?
It's
I
no
he
match
needs a
sharpness.
I don't think
It's
he
no
needs a break, Stardog. I think I think he's just not been the same player, Fox, mate. I think he just needs a wee mental break because he's been on the go for the last of the games last season. He went straight away with Canada. He's been non-stop with them. First international break. They had 2 back-to-back games with Cuba, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, he's such a big player for Canada,
He wasn't
mate.
selected, mate.
Was he not selected?
No,
Fox?
he's been rested. So hopefully he
He's
comes
had his
back in the
holiday
fresh.
then. He's fine. He's fine.
He was doing at Blackpool for 10 days, I believe.
Oh well, ideal then, mate. I hope he brought us all back a Stalker Rock.
No, you never brought us any presents back when you went on your holidays.
No, I never went on my holidays this year, mate.
Don't give us that. You were away all right. You just won't admit it.
You know you were making your house watched. Right, Big Al.
Well, that's good to the rest then.
Yes.
Big Al, sometimes I think we overreact when we have a bad result against a certain team who remain nameless, you know?
Mm-hmm. It was really. I've listened to you every night driving home from work. And been some really good shows, but it's monotonous even talking about that. No one of the players turned up.
Oh, we didn't play well. The manager got it wrong. Everything.
So aye. But the big question have to be asked there. And then look at actually, if you're going on to that, and then we've brought in Kent. Where's the striker? We're wanting boys that put the ball in the back of the pokey. Where's this third striker? I don't know if Kent's the answer. I wouldn't have brought him by. It's a lot of cash, but and then people, maybe I'm just paranoid, but people have thought about putting money on here, putting money on there for tickets and things like that. That's to pay Liverpool their cash, isn't it? You might be cynical about it, putting the money up on some of the tickets. That gives Liverpool their $2 million down payment or however it's structured. I just think
that money came when we qualified in the Thursday night.
Aye, well, they've got to pay for it. Well, they've got to pay for it some way, I suppose. So I don't think that just showed
putting £10 on a ticket is going to pay for it. You need to pay for a lot of money on the tickets to pay for that.
They'll pay a down payment on it because he's bought on the Never, is he not?
Aye, $2 million down or something like that.
Aye.
Same as any other.
What was that? 50,000. What was that? You're the mathematician, Ox. 10 quid and 50. What's that?
$500,000.
$500,000.
Aye, there's a down payment, like, you know what I mean? That's next month's pay.
No.
No?
You don't think
so?
Very much it's going to be like that.
No
well, I
chance,
don't think so, no.
I think you're way off the mark there. I think maybe the money for the Thursday night.
I don't think we're putting the ticket prices up just to pay for Ryan Kent.
You've been reading too much of Chris Sutton's column.
How are we? I don't know. Read Chris Sutton's column. Well, how else do you pay for it? Like that's what happens.
Well, I think
the fans pay the club money.
The decision to put the ticket prices up was probably taken a number of months ago.
Oh, season tickets, but they never informed them. They've done it overnight. When did they tell you that the prices of the tickets were going up?
Are you talking about UEFA Cup tickets, Al?
Aye, I'm talking about UEFA Cup tickets.
I think they went up £2 now.
Aye, but the whole package, what's the whole package went up?
Oh, what package?
Right, well,
£6.
£6.
£6.
Oh,
right, so six.
You're missing the point, mate. Look, Rangers don't set the ticket prices, mate. UEFA do.
No, I know that, Jimmy. I've been listening to you for the past 2 or 3 weeks. I've heard every argument under the sun.
For me, it was £35 a ticket last season. It was £105 for a package. Mm-hmm. I knew it's an extra £2 a ticket this season. So for me, I don't think that's going to make much difference to pay whatever we're going to pay for Ryan Kent. You know, I read the Mark Allen interview there yesterday, and it was a fantastic interview he done, and he basically put it on the line. He says, "Well, what do you thank the team for getting us to Europa League stages and that, and the cards on the table. If we hadn't had that money coming, then we wouldn't have been able to afford Ryan Kent. So we've got £2.9 million coming for qualifying for the Europa League on its own, and then there's X, Y, and Z amount of thousands of pounds to be for wins and points. So it's for what I've read, it's 2.5 million up front, which is nearly the full money for the qualification, and then it's a staggered payment here 2 year. I'm like yourself. I'm kind of hot and cold on Ryan Kent because I would have liked to have brought in a striker and a left back. I can see where you're coming from, but I still think Ryan Kent could be the missing piece of the jigsaw. I'm concerned regarding if any of our two main strikers get injured. I don't think that Jermaine Defoe will last a season if Fred's out for any length of time. So that is a concern for me. I think Ryan Kent knew that he's our player. I think we'll see a better player this season, Al. So
well, we hope so.
I would like to think so. But I know the money that's been spent isn't there. I mean, it's Fox. I jumped in there when Fox was going to speak, but sorry about Fox. But it's only an extra £2 a head, and I'm quite willing to pay that. Look, if somebody came to me and says, look, we're going to put £3 a ticket on for the next season to buy a player,
I wouldn't have a problem with that either, Jimmy. I think that's actually a good way to go.
Of course it is, So
aye.
No,
but
I'm the same as yourself in the vein that is. I'm a wee bit concerned that we haven't purchased another striker or brought another striker and then loan as a backup. Oxtier spoke about a certain individual a couple of weeks ago now, but that never came to anything. But something can still happen because there's a few free agents out there who we might be able to bring in. But that I'd have thought maybe a priority was to bring in a striker and a left back. But I'm happy about what the gaffer's done with Ryan Kent. But I think we should get away from the fallacy that we'll put the ticket prices up to bring Ryan Kent in. That was always a deal that we were hoping it could happen, and it did. Me personally, I'm like yourself. I don't think he's worth the $7 million that Rangers are paying for him, but that's the market that's there, and we're paid it, so we just need to go on with it. I'm happy with the pay-up scheme that we've got. So let's see how he performs the rest of the season, mate.
I got the package. I'm a concession. I'm concession anyway. I got
45 years of age and you're claiming a concession. Disgrace.
I got the package, and it's £26 per game for me. So I'm delighted with that. I'm delighted. It was roughly the same price last year. Maybe 25 or 24 last year. So as Elijah said, it's only went up a couple of pounds, and that's a lot of that's to do with UEFA, because they tend to set the prices on that. The season tickets went up 5%, which is what they'd planned over the last 3 years. So I think they'd said they were going to put the prices up by 5%. God, I don't know what's going to happen next season if we don't get this. What do you call him, Ashley, out the way, because they may have to put them up 10% to pay that bill. For God's sake. Sorry, boys. Sorry.
Where are you getting this bit that UEFA set the prices for?
No, I think UEFA
a maximum price. They set a maximum price.
A maximum price. Aye.
Yeah. Rangers couldn't just raise it to any price they want, and they have to be reasonable. So I think the price that they've charged is a very reasonable price. I'm very happy. Very happy.
Can I just come in there? See, we'll talk about the value at Ryan Kent. £7 million, which I think. Maybe we paid a wee bit over the odds, but maybe that's part of the cost of having a staggered payment. What do you actually think? Most
transfers are staggered, mate. Let's be honest about it.
No, I know they are, but what I'm trying to say is he as good or better than Patrick Roberts?
100% better.
Right, 100% better. Right, Manchester City.
Probably the same. The two of them are no good.
Right,
probably the same. Because sorry, Smurf. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just trying to illustrate a point that Manchester City signed that boy for £14 million.
They put a value on Ryan Kent last season in case Rangers wanted to come in and buy him, and the value they put on, to my knowledge, was £12 million.
But he'd another year left in his contract, mate.
He signed another contract. And
he signed that. You're right. He had 3 years in his contract. You're spot on there. You're spot on. He had 3 years in contract.
What's happened was, I think, personally speaking, this is only me. I think we got a bargain, because on the English transfer market, that boy's the worst. They're going to ask for 12 million or upwards. He's absolutely a superb player.
I'll just reiterate my point. However many years ago it was when they signed him for Fulham, Patrick Roberts went, £14 million Manchester City paid for him. 12 or 14 million they signed him for.
So when he hit that post at Hampden that day, it was worth
the guys. But why are we comparing Ryan Jack to Ryan Kent to Patrick Roberts or whatever? Look,
I don't understand that.
The market is what it is doing in England.
They're two wingers, two young talented wingers that market forces dictate their value, and one went to one side of the old firm.
Whoa, one
at a time.
To me, it's a non-conversation because I'm not interested about who they sign. We're getting Marcelo into a lather here about who we're signing, who we've not signed. Who cares who they sign? I'm only caring who Rangers.
Trying to illustrate a point about the value of that boy. I think ultimately that lad, the current market forces, I think Rangers done well with that deal.
All right. Well, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening.
Right, gentlemen, I need to go. I've got a few things.
Are you working?
No, I need to organise.
All right, always a pleasure, Mr. Global Ambassador.
Aye.
By the way, Al, nice to hear you.
Aye.
How's your old dear?
She's passed away, so I'm ready to go and organise flights. So just to take the opportunity to touch
when
base
did that
with
happen?
you guys. Yesterday, buddy. But
listen, mate, all the best for everybody here. All the best for everybody here at Rangers Radio.
Aye, no worries, man. I'm no man.
Really sad, Al.
Aye, no, it's everyone's cool, man.
And we'll maybe see you when you go over there.
At the weekend.
Aye, I'll see what's happening. I'll let you know when I touch Terra Firma and Old Blighty.
Okay, bud.
I've got a few things I need to sort out today anyway. But you keep up the good work, guys. Been really entertaining. Obviously, I can't phone you during the day. I'm underground, but it's been good shows. Helped the journey past driving home like for work. So keep it going. You keep it going, too, Smurf. Quite good on the radio, big man. Stardog is absolutely up to his game, I think.
He's been told we've had him on a course. We've had Stardog on a course, but he doesn't come on complaining about it.
Stardog, and you'll be running that course.
By the way, the next
cheers, Al.
Speaks to you,
cheers, pal.
Slagging you to death.
Probably will. Right, keep it going for the Rangers, gentlemen. All the best.
Cheers, big man. Chin up.
No worries. Aye. No hassle, buddies. No problem. Cool. Take care.
Right, Fox, it's over to you for the tune.
Marching on through the years of history, heads held on high. How far the jersey they will do or die. Oh, fight for right. Play the game with a badge of glory. We'll lose or draw. Well, that's the Glasgow Rangers story. See them march on, banners high as they fly before you, loyal and true. On the wicket cheer the boys in blue. Oh, follow they will, marching on through the song of glory. We'll lose or draw, well, that's the Glasgow Rangers story. seen the Glasgow Rangers? Have you seen the boys in blue? Well, they're admired by all who know them. If you knew them, so would you. For they have played in Monaco, they have played in the USA. But the greatest game in history is the game on New Year's Day. For it's the home of famous heroes, and their praises they have been sung. Willie Waddle, Tory Gaelic, Alan Martin and George Young. And when all my life has ended, and when death has made its mark, will you scatter all my ashes on the slope of Ibrox Park? And what the angels I'll be singing up in heaven, they're up above. I'll be singing, follow, follow, to the Rangers that I love. And with my flute I will be playing in the valleys and the glens. I'll be happy and contented when the Rangers win again. See them march on through the years of history. It's held on high, up for the jersey they would do or die. Fight, fight for right, play the game with a badge of glory. Win, lose or draw, well, that's the Glasgow Rangers story. See them march on, banners high as they fly before you, loyal and true. On the wicket cheer the boys in blue, oh, follow they will, marching on to the songs of glory. Win, lose or draw, well, that's the Glasgow Rangers story. Win, lose or draw, well, that's the Glasgow Rangers story.
There you go, Bridgeman. That one specially for Toby Brown, a first-time listener.
Absolutely. Well done. Well done, pal. Really, you know I like these songs. I just love it.
He's some...
I'm stamping up and doing it all, you know.
He did have the big man had some voice,
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Unique voice.
That tickle your wee fancy there, did it?
My wee fancy.
What else tickles your fancy?
Tickle your tickle.
You're all right. He was all right when he was told it's a blue pill.
They're quite hard to take them, aren't they?
I don't know, JFK. I've not reached that stage of life yet.
No, we have bottle of vodka, there's no JFK.
Well, at least you're honest, Jimmy. At least you're honest.
Hey, there's lead in the old pencil yet.
Excuse me.
Does it need sharpened?
Oh dear. Don't answer it, Jimmy. Don't answer it.
It needs to cut and sharpened a bit more regular than it's getting at the moment, but that's another story.
JFK, don't bite.
Don't bite, what? That's becoming really. Scott Simon.
We're looking for one more caller because I can't use Fox because he was involved this afternoon. And that'd be cheating. We don't do that.
Big George Logan will come in. Big George Logan, he likes to come in and answer questions.
We've got.
If you're there, George, will you come in?
Boys,
yes,
ask
mate.
a quick question, right?
Go
See
on
the
then.
sites made, like, say, your Hasties and that, Polster last season and that. Do you not think this has been a waste of time, money and effort signing these boys?
It's a gamble you take, mate. You see a bit of potential, you take it, you bring it in, you maybe give it 6 months.
Send it down to Rotherham to see what will make it at Rangers.
Aye. Well, you used to put you in reserve football. That doesn't happen anymore, does it?
Nah.
You might sign 10, you might get 1 if you're lucky.
Ox, has anybody heard anything about this Claudio Marchisio deal?
Keeps coming, mate. Keeps coming.
Mate, I've just seen CJ Novo's put a video up on YouTube saying Rangers closing in on Claudio Marchisio and 2 other free agents.
Wow. Now, that's quite amazing. If we get another 3, oh my God. This guy's got a bit of a reputation, isn't he? He's supposed to be a really good player in his day, you know, so wow.
Aye, but it's what he's coming for me. I wouldn't like us to pay the odd wages for him.
No,
but he's
obviously
gonna
not.
Don't be doing that.
No, we're not doing that. I hope not.
Need a scheme.
Just give him an
It'll be
EBT.
interesting to see if this develops into anything, mate, because, I mean, I don't know who the other 2 players are.
An expired bus ticket.
It'd be interesting. I mean, the attraction for pulling somebody like him in would be Gerrard, wouldn't it? But for me, if you sign him, you're looking to play 2 up front. Stardog.
Well, unless you're playing him as your number 10 and going with what Fox is doing, the 4-2-3-1.
That was for Bulls, mate. Oh, just I had a quick snip. I got some information for Fife tonight. The leaving times and the snips there. 4 sets of Bulls up for sale. Anybody wants to put an offer in?
Nice one.
Be careful, they don't put money in the season tickets.
Are the uniforms up for sale as well?
No, I believe they had to sign them and they left them with some young ladies. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, really? Yeah, right. Okay.
And talking about young ladies, Fox was telling me that Mac left at the same time as the lowest one of the Lady Bowlers.
You're joking.
Nope.
Where are you, Mac? Go on this phone and explain yourself.
Mac scored.
Love it.
Right, so people want to join us and put themselves out there for a wee test our Rangers knowledge. What's the number, JFK?
0141.
Are you taking part in this?
Of course I am. 0141 356 1972.
Where else can you join us, Stardog?
You can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online and you'll be brought into the call by Skipper or All School Blue.
Skipper?
Why did I say Skipper there? I don't know. Oh, shit.
Oh.
I don't know why I said Skipper. Sorry.
You're in a lot of trouble
Scott Simon!
Stardog, everybody's singing your praises. You've cracked to the first bit of pressure.
No, there was no pressure, mate. I don't even know why I said Skipper.
Okie dokie, your name's mixed up right with the missus.
Like calls her Scott Simon.
My missus is in Tenerife.
Scott Simon.
I've got an empty, as they call it.
Oh, Travel Road's getting empty. Yeah, Stardog's getting empty.
Empty.
That's the Waynes.
I've got 2 of them here. They're in their kip spot.
Right. We're going to test your knowledge, JFK. Your knowledge, Bridgeman. I don't know about you, Smurf, because you just make it up as you go along.
No, I don't. But you might be getting some health and safety answers. I know that.
Right, and Stardog. Right. Do you want to know what the question is, JFK?
As long as you don't hear any clicking.
No, it'll be no clicking.
Unless it's Bridgeman's false teeth.
JFK, see if you're struggling, pal. Just say Scott Simon.
No. I'll just say Skipper. Right, on you go, Oxshire.
Right, Foxhole, all these are gettable. Is that right, Fox? It's the oldest players ever to score for Rangers. The 10 oldest players ever to score for Rangers, and they're all gettable.
Right.
1 to 10. So we're going to start. We'll date for the youngest up. So usually that'd be me to go, but start Doug.
Claudio Caniggia.
Oh, Stargirl comes right in there with number 7. Smurf.
What did
By
he
Davy
say?
Weir.
Can you tell us what he said again, please?
You see Claudio Caniggia
Caniggia,
and
right,
Smurfs
okay.
come in with Davy Weir, number 1. JFK.
Richard Gough.
Richard Gough, number 8. Bridgeman.
Wow, now there you go. The oldest to actually score for us. The oldest to score for us. Mark Gately?
Sorry, Bridge, you're out.
Right.
Sit in the corner, be quiet. Start Doug.
Sandy Jardine, one of them.
Unlucky.
What?
Unlucky, mate. Sorry. Remember he left us for Hearts years before he was finished, mate. JFK, you've got to the semi-final. No pressure.
Not Simon.
Oh, sorry, it's Smurf now.
All right. So, John Gregg.
Number 10 on the list. JFK.
See, 1 and 10. I'm just setting the parameters.
Smurf, can you be quiet, please? When it's other people's question, we'll need to drop you. You're trying to put him off. He's
Tommy
thinking,
McLean.
I'm sorry, you're out, JFK. That's one of the worst answers ever.
I can't even think any other
Right,
one.
Smurf, back to you, mate.
Right. Colin Jackson.
No, mate. Number 1 on the list, as we go it, Davy Weir. Number 2.
Can we get second chances?
No, you're out. Number 2, Clint Hill.
Oh,
Of course. Aye.
Number
aye.
3, Kenny Miller.
Oh, my. What are we like?
Number 4, call yourself Rangers supporters, Jermaine Defoe.
What are we like, right enough?
Number 5, sorry, he was number 5, Lee McCulloch.
Oh, for God's sake, Alex.
Number 6, Bruno Alves.
Gee whiz.
Number 7, Claudio Caniggia, we got it. Number 8, Richard Gough. JFK, you're going to kick yourself with number 9. Can you get it?
no.
Come
McCoist.
on. Ali McCoist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say next day, and I said Sandy Jardine for some stupid reason.
John Gregg's the youngest in the list, 35 years and 209 days, and the oldest in the list is 38 years and 183 days. Lads, we're going to go over. Fox done a lot better than any of yous.
Well,
Aye.
Do you not feel a bit embarrassed?
no.
Oh, no, really.
I feel ashamed.
I'm
I feel ashamed.
totally
Because
embarrassed.
most of the players... Aye, I'm ashamed.
I'm totally embarrassed.
Nah. I don't embarrass you easy.
I'm scared to voice my opinion in case I get trapped.
No, you were just trying to intimidate poor JFK there. That
I
wasn't
was just stating that I was setting the
Actually,
parameters by
Smurf,
getting
you
1
were.
and 10.
Actually, Smurf, you were. You're trying to intimidate him. And he's easy intimidated at JFK.
Right, I'll make it even easier for you. We've done the oldest, so what usually comes after that?
Youngest.
Right, we'll have a go at that, but I've got to say that's a wee bit harder. So we'll start with the oldest this time. These are the youngest players ever to score for Rangers in competitive games. That includes Glasgow Cup ties. Bridgeman. Smurf.
Wow.
Shush.
Okay, me.
Shush.
Oh, I thought you Right, okay.
Is it me?
Yes, just call Bridgman.
Sorry, pal. Sorry, yeah, sorry. I'm thinking back. Wally Henderson.
You're out, Bridge.
Right, quick, pal.
JFK.
Gary McSwagan.
You're also out, mate.
There you go.
Smurf.
Derek Ferguson.
You're also out, mate. You're thinking about appearances, no goals. And to win, you win the competition. And
Go on,
to laugh
Stardog.
on-
Derek Johnson.
Correct, Stardog, number 5
Boom,
on the
boom.
list.
Woohoo! How'd you like that, old boys?
Number 4
What's
on
the
the list,
answer?
Derek Johnston. And your
Derek
next
Johnson,
answer,
of
Stardog.
course. 16, yeah.
My next answer,
Right.
Ian Durant.
No.
Ah, well, at least I won.
Aye,
You
I've
won?
got one. I know.
Go on
John McDonald.
Nope.
Barry
Ryan
Mackay.
Middleton.
Barry Mackay's correct. The oldest was 17 years and 296 days. The youngest was 16 years and 229 days.
Jeez. Now, you
Well,
know,
it's all-
an 18-month spell there, and you've got 10 youngsters scoring goals for Rangers.
Three of them were involved in Barcelona.
Gee whiz. Well, who were the other two? Johnson. Who were the other two, the youngest ones then?
Sandy
To
Jardine.
Barcelona.
Nope.
No, Sandy Jardine was shouted. It was. Was he
Three
youngster?
of
A
them
youngster?
were involved in
All
Barcelona.
Rangers players, that's what I'm trying to think.
No. In Barcelona, obviously they were Rangers players. Who were the youngsters?
Ollie Thornton.
Billy Thornton's number 3 on the list, Stardog.
Boom, boom, man.
Different generation, isn't it? Totally. What I thought. My God.
Alan Morton.
No, 3 of them were involved in Barcelona. Come on, GFK.
Bud Johnson. No.
Bud
no,
Johnson,
Bud
yep.
Johnson.
He's number
Ah,
10 on
wasn't
the
it?
list.
We're so already said Derek Johnson.
Yep, that's the second one in Barcelona.
Uh,
3 of them,
Henderson.
listen to what I'm saying. 3 of them were involved in Barcelona.
No, I know.
Jim Denny.
Nope.
The
Willie
manager.
Waddle.
The manager.
Willie Waddle.
Diddle Doddle.
There we go.
Wow.
The top of the list, number 1 youngest player to score for is John Spencer. Number 2, Alec Gahara. Willie Thornton.
Wow.
Derek Johnson. Ian McDonald does a blast for the past. Well-known name in the West End of Glasgow, JFK. John Fleck. Willie Waddle. Barry Mackay. Ross McCormick, number 9. And Willie Johnson, number 10.
There's no any brainy zone here, is there?
I don't think there's any Rangers supporters on here.
Aye, I won that competition. I get 3
That's
names
what I
there.
mean. That's what I mean, Startup, when you're the best.
Also,
I
I'm getting
was terrible this
exactly.
afternoon.
Fox, you would have won that competition
Oh, I'd
tonight.
have cruised that.
Stardog, well done, mate. Well done.
Thank
Well
you,
done,
thank
Stardog.
you.
Congratulations,
Mate,
pal.
the last one was a dead giveaway because they kept saying the last one was involved, but Willie Thornton was just a random guess, and obviously I know Derek Johnson scored when he was 16, so that was just kind of easy. I was just glad they had to say him before me because I would have struggled.
Did you not struggle?
Didn't I struggle? I get 3 right, Bridge. How many did you get right? I forgot.
I get 2 right, I think. 2 right.
We're going to have to stop these quizzes. You're getting very bitchy, lads.
Oh, damn, Scott.
Stardog's like that, but
JFK, you'll be getting more stick tomorrow.
How will I be getting stick?
Well, Bridgeman will be getting more stick than you.
Aye,
But you
of course he will
oh,
be.
come on. I'm always getting sticky anyway, man.
so he's
because
want
I'm
another
rubbish.
one, but if you don't get this right, he'll be really embarrassed. He's want another one, Startup.
Come on, go for it.
Go for it.
Their quiz.
Right, you're listening. Fox absolutely cruised this one.
Fox did.
Right.
Man for Highburn side.
Right, here we go, right? Now, this is the top 10 Rangers appearances of all time.
God almighty.
Right, so any Rangers supporter will know all these, won't they?
Oh, aye, so we
You
will.
agree, Fox?
So we will.
Fox, would you agree?
To get Maestro, mate.
Aye, I would think so. At least 7 or 8. The last 2 you might struggle with. I'm going to let Smurf go first.
Okay. John Gregg.
Number 2 in the list, 772 performances.
Jesus Christ.
JFK.
Sandy Jardine.
Number 3 in the list, you've saved your reputation, 685 appearances. Bridgeman.
Is it McPherson? He went to Hearts and came back again.
No even close, Bridgeman.
No close.
Just
Okay,
take
buddy.
a set in the corner, mate.
Right, no bother, bud.
Thank you. Put your light out then. Right, stop making faces at Stardog. You're putting them off.
You get him tell Ox.
Stardog.
Right, I'm going to just go with this, mate. After life, the time I know he was at the club. Is Ian Ferguson in there?
Stardog, you've went for champagne to... You're out.
How's Ian Ferguson no in there?
Because he ain't. It's just sit down. Right,
He's at the club for about 15 years.
Stardog, you're putting Smurf off. It's his turn now. You're finished, Smurf.
Right. Alan McCoist.
Number 8 on the list with 585 performances. JFK.
Right, I'm going to take a shot at this one, right? I'm going to say Super Cooper.
No,
Right.
mate, no. No close, mate.
Nah, I thought he made about 500 odd appearances.
500 odd when you get in this team, mate. That's 10.
You said somebody 580 there, so that
Ah,
must
you'd
be near
maybe
it.
500 odd, would they be 558 and above?
God almighty.
Back to you, Smurf.
Eric Caldo.
No, you've got to remember the injury Eric got, mate,
Aye, broken leg, aye.
in
Right,
that
yeah.
time.
God.
Do you want another wee shot, Bridge?
I was just going to say, when you think about, when you mentioned Caldo, I know that Shearer was a long service for the
Shearer.
Rangers, but
Nah.
I'd actually go back to the Willie Thornton era. I'd go for Willie Thornton.
No.
No, okay.
I'll have a wee
No, I-
stop.
Wait a minute, I'll tell you why, Bridgeman. If you think Willie Thornton's age, he caught the war.
Oh, aye, of course. Forgot, pal. Forgot.
Right.
We said Sandy Jardine. Jeez, oh man. So it's more than 500 appearances.
Probably
about-
600.
What about Davy Meiklejohn?
Yes, David Meiklejohn, number 7 on the list.
Well shouted. That was a great shout there,
With
pal.
589 performances. Do you remember him? Stardog, David Meiklejohn?
Never heard of him.
Faye Gubbin.
I've just remembered. What about Alex Smith?
Alex Smith is number 4 on the list.
If I can back that for.
With 642 appearances.
Big Bomber Jackson.
No.
Peter
he's a-
McCloy.
No, he's not even close. Number 1, you'll kick yourself. Dougie Gray. Any Ranger supporter must know that.
God, Dougie Gray.
Number 2, John Gregg. Number 3, Sandy Jardine. Number 4, Alex Smith. You're going to kick yourself, Bridgeman. Number 5, George Young.
George Young.
George Young.
Deary me, man.
Number 6, Sandy Archibald. What a player he was, Stardog, yeah?
He's messing with my brain tonight. I tell you, he's 91 I was born, mate.
1917 he played for Rangers.
There you are, huh? Nearly 100 years before I was born.
Davy Meiklejohn. Alan McCoist. Bridgeman. You're going to kick yourself again. Ian McCall.
Jesus Christ.
Wee Prime Minister.
And number 10 on the list, Jock Tiger Shaw.
Jock Shaw. Jesus Christ. Tiger Shaw. Wow. You just forget them. Oh, I do. I'm sorry. I do. I forgot them. All of them. George Young. Jesus
Shame
Christ.
on you, Bridge.
Oh, shame on me. Absolutely, pal. Absolutely.
Right, last time. Last one. He's ready?
Go.
Up your game. Most goals for the club. Lowest is 200 and top is 365, right? Top 10. I've been really making it easy for you there. Give you a clue. We'll start with the guy's been worse tonight. Bridgeman.
Most goals. I've got to say Alan McCoist.
Number 2 on the list with 362. The second worst tonight, JFK.
How was that the second worst?
If you listen back to the archives, you have been terrible.
You have been terrible, JFK. You have been terrible.
What's the lowest?
200.
God, see, my head's wasted. I'm trying to think. No, I'm not even going to cheat and go to Google it, but I'm going to have to get way back, aren't I? What's my namesake?
Maybe with him, but his mate.
Where you go?
It wasn't your namesake, it was his mate.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to go for Bob McPhail.
Number 3 on the list with 276 goals. The guy's been third worst tonight, Smurf.
Derek Johnson.
Number 8 on the list, Derek Johnson. Stardog.
Chris Boyd.
Oh, come in, bow your head. Bridgeman.
Ralphie Brand.
Ralphie Brand, I try to help you, JFK. Number 9 on the list. JFK.
Oh, jeez, oh man. There's no Jimmy Smith.
Top goal scorer with 365 goals. Did you know that, Stardog?
I didn't know.
There you go. Your night's no been wasted, son.
Well, I'm going to a high scoring outside left. I'm going to go with Davy White.
Say that again.
What did I just say there?
Davy White.
Just wait a minute. Davy White. Do you know me?
Davy Wilson. Davy Wilson, I meant to say. Davy Wilson.
I had to take your first answer. Wrong.
Oh!
I'll let you have another go, but...
Davy Wilson.
Wrong. Stardog.
I don't know, mate. I'm all out. Derek Ferguson's been said, isn't he? Not dead. What's his name? Derek Johnson's been said, isn't he?
Nope. Number 8 on the list, Derek Johnson.
Oh,
I said Derek Johnson.
Oh, did you? Must have missed that. It was only you to get one right. Bridgeman.
So cruel, isn't it? You're so cruel, pal. Let's think. Most goals scored. Excuse me. Oh, wait a minute. Was Willie Waddle knowing that?
Did you say Willie Thornton there?
Okay, I'll go for Willie Thornton then.
That's what I thought you said. Yes, he is.
Thank you, pal.
Number 4 on the list, Willie Thornton. Right, here's a clue for you, Jimmy.
Jim Forrest. He's always talking about him.
He's not on the list, mate. Here's a clue for you, JFK, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy's surname was the school you went to, and his initials was the school you didn't go to.
Well, I went to Borstal. That same school.
Well, it was just like Borstal.
It was well approved.
Its initials RC.
No.
That could be right. That could be right.
I didn't. Oh, God. Give me say that again. Give me that clue again.
One's the school you went to, and the initials of the school you didn't go to.
Hamilton.
RC Hamilton. Well done.
There you go.
Right, you ready for the rest?
Can I have a wee stab at one?
Going in.
Jock Tiger Shaw.
No, he didn't play up. He didn't score many goals, mate. Jimmy Smith, top goaler, 365. Number 2 in the list, Alan McCoy's 362.
McPhail.
Bob McPhail, 276.
Yes.
Willie Thornton, 238. Jimmy's favourite, RC Hamilton, 236. Jimmy Fleming. Oh, what a player he was, Stardog. Have you seen him on YouTube?
No, I've not.
Willie Reid, 224. Derek Johnson, 211. Ralph Brand, 210. And Alex Smith, 200.
Alex Smith.
You're annoyed now, Bridge, aren't you?
I'm not annoyed. Absolutely not. I'm thinking Alex Smith, the only Alex Smith I knew, played in the late 60s for us. But it's not him. It's definitely not him because he never scored that many goals for the Rangers. I'm trying to think who he was. Alex Smith. None of it matters.
Tell you exactly who he was. As it comes up. Alex Smith played 642 games between 1894
There you go.
and 1914.
Oh, that's just before me.
Does anybody know who's made the most appearances for the club in Europe ever?
And that was that's the thing. We just took that, didn't he? It's Barry Ferguson and number 2.
Barry Ferguson.
Hugh McGregor.
Is that who it is? Barry Ferguson.
Oh, is it no McGregor now?
No, he took over John Gregg.
That's who I actually thought it would have been, Ox, to be honest with you, mate. That's why I was asking that, because I thought it would have been John Gregg.
You've got to remember, to get to the European Cup Winners' Cup, we played 8 games.
Aye, I know you've got to play that just to get into it.
Aye. You know.
That's crazy. No, I was just wondering that there, mate. Just more talk about all the old stats and that. Just Europe never really comes into it. I was just wondering who's actually played. That's weird then, isn't it? That's quite good. It's Barry Ferguson. 2 good captains, John Gregg and Barry Ferguson.
Can I just ask, is it Barry Ferguson followed by Alan McGregor?
I think so, mate. I've no checked to it. I'm going for the top of my head there.
Yeah.
I think that was mentioned in one of the games there that Alan McGregor would pass John Gregg in appearances.
Wow. Wow.
Some great goal scorers, great players in the list, Foxer. And you didn't want to take part because you were frightened, you would embarrass yourself. You had nothing to worry about.
It's all right when you're no under pressure.
Love it, Foxy. Love it. Under pressure.
It's quite frightening, JFK, what you forget, and you know, most of the names you know, didn't you?
Of course you do. I mean, you tend, obviously, you know what you're reading, what you see over the years, and the history of. But you do. You just pick out the obvious ones, didn't you? You know, like Ali McCoy's, Derek Johnson, players like that. But you need to rack your brains to go back to. But you remember it, going to the Rangers tours and reading information, so a couple there. RC Hamilton. I wouldn't have go to that unless you'd have told me what school I didn't go to.
You know, when you think about it, Super Ali and Derek Johnson, must have been some representatives of Rangers to score that amount of goals. That's just fantastic. Both of them in the top 10.
Derek Johnson played a lot of games at centre half as well, Bridge.
Yes, I'm saying about 2 seasons, isn't he?
You've got to remember,
and not just that, at international level, he played at centre half as well. Fantastic.
You've got to remember, Derek Johnson said all his goals were real goals. Never took a penalty in his life.
Never took a penalty, no.
And McCoy says that's because it was too far out for him.
Exactly. And it wasn't in his head. If he'd scored them, if we could head them, we'd have probably scored them. But no, seriously, that's just amazing. You know, they're our generation, JFK, our generation players.
Definitely.
And they've been Rangers greats. I mean, you think, you know, over 100 years, and these two players have came, and roughly the same age, roughly the same age.
That's what's good about trying to educate, if that's the right word, the younger generation of what happened before Bridge, because it's all right saying I've seen Ali McCoist in video and DVD and things like that, but to actually go back and say I've been got to see Rangers since 1966, and the memories I've got there, I can remember when Colin Steen signed and scored these 2 hat-tricks, nearly scored 3 in a row and things like that. They're great memories. To see them live it was absolutely it's a great memory to have, so you need to try and educate the young bears, and that's what I do with my boys, as I've said before, and I know you guys do the same. Try to teach the young bears the history of Rangers, not just what's happened 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago. Try and go back 30 years ago and teach them that. Absolutely brilliant.
Ali McCoist was, he was star, wasn't he? He was stardust.
Oh, aye.
And, it didn't matter what he did. We could walk along the street. Everybody wanted to talk to him. Everybody. He was just an out-and-out star. Marvellous, great character.
He had the personality to back
I'm saying
it.
He had it all. He had the whole thing.
Aye.
Absolutely brilliant.
Stardog, you're the youngest, just a bit younger than myself, but you're discovering your Rangers history, and there's obviously some gaping holes in it, but that's only because you don't know what you don't know, mate.
Well, obviously, you're for an era where you were still catching food with spears and things like that. I was only born in 1991, so
what kind of statements that to make? How's it
racist?
How can you say that about JFK?
You called the spear chuckers.
See an hour era.
I never used that telling my phrase at all.
An hour
a lot older than me.
When era when we went to see the flip, my son, we used to pull the screw taps off with our teeth. We didn't use our hands.
The what? What does that even mean?
He didn't have opposable thumbs, that's what he means.
But no, it's amazing to hear. Obviously, you remember a lot more names and things like that, and half the names there, mate. The only names I really recognise is Bob McPhail, Ali McCoist, Derek Johnson, Wally Thornton. But I don't know likes of Bob McPhail and Wally Thornton's stats and things like that, mate. I just know obviously they were huge players for the club back in the day. So, a wee bit of a history lesson tonight, mate.
But you'll go and find out about these people, huh?
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. I could watch things about Rangers all day, every day. I used to have, my dad used to have all the videos, Wing Wizards and things like that. I used to watch all that back in the day and all, but obviously my memory needs topped up a wee bit.
What's your greatest memory of the Wing Wizards then? Who did they show you? Which ones did you watch?
Thornton, Brian Laudrup, Neil McCann was even on it and all, because it was brought out in the 90s. So know what ones I'm talking about.
So was
Rangers Wing Wizards,
Rangers Wing Wizards,
the Walter Smith video, the Laudrup video, the Haitley video, with the Moles video, with them also. With that, I used to watch them all.
Yeah, cool. The reason I was asking if it was only the Rangers Wing Wizards that you watched, and that's obviously what you're saying, yeah.
And that was the same in Fox's house. There was always boy movies on.
Just a little.
Yeah, that's a great point, Stardog. But wingers, with some fabulous wingers. If you were to rate them your 3 favourite wingers, Bridgeman, who would you go for?
Oh, I'd have to stick with it. It depends what I mean. You could say it for instance that Laudrup was a winger. You could claim he was a winger, but personally speaking, I didn't see him as a winger. But if you wanted to include him as a winger, he'd be number one. He'd have been number one. From a traditional winger, for me, Willie Henderson, absolutely fantastic, absolutely wonderful. Wee Bud Johnson, not far behind him, and Neil McCann. And my three
JFK, then Smurf.
Willie Henderson, Tommy McLean, and Davy Cooper.
For me, I think number one for myself would be Cooper would be number one, and then followed by Laudrup, and then probably Willie Johnson.
I would have Willie Johnson my top three as well, mate. I would have Willie Johnson, but after that, I'm in the order: Laudrup, Cooper. Oh, just
both his fabulous wingers, but that's the truth. What did Foxy say? Did Fox give his?
No, he didn't, but I'll ask him. Fox.
Willie Henderson, Willie Johnson, and Davy Cooper.
Stardog, a bit younger.
I know, mate. I don't really feel as if I have a right to name wingers because apart from Neil McCann, I mean, obviously it would be Laudrup and Cooper, but I never seen the guys play. I've only seen videos and things like that, mate. But it would have to be Laudrup and Cooper because I can't really go MD after Neil McCann because there's nobody after him in my era that I could even put in the same bracket as any of the guys you're naming, mate.
I mean, obviously, McCann either you've had Kinchelskis, didn't you? He was entertaining.
I know, but he just wasn't there long enough. Mate. I mean, Lovenkrands was a winger and all. I mean, I like Lovenkrands when I was a young boy and things like that. But obviously, when you grow up and you go back and you watch the Davy Cooper videos and the Brian Laudrup videos, like you can't put Peter Lovenkrands in the same bracket as they guys, mate. So Neil McCann, I don't think we've had a winger like Neil McCann since Neil McCann. So. That's about the only one I would have on there, mate. We obviously guys Laudrup and Cooper, mate, but I didn't see them play Ox.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, you saw them in videos. That's enough for to make the comment, you know. Cooper was just a magician. Sorry,
Bridgeman, you said about Laudrup not being an out-and-out winger, and I can see what you mean.
No, I was asking the question if you consider him as an out-and-out winger, then he would be number one for me. But I never considered him as an out-and-out winger because he was absolutely wonderful coming through the midfield. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, like an inside forward, you know.
Totally understand what you're saying. But for me, I think with Cooper himself, I think in the modern day, I don't think he'd be stuck out in the wing. I think, you know, he would have played infield a bit, you know, maybe more as a midfielder, sort of behind a striker or whatever like that. I think he would drift out of games, wouldn't he? You know, and didn't have much pace, but I think he would have, in a modern era, he would have influenced games more if he was. There
are times with Davy Cooper, and everybody will back me up here. I'm not being funny. There are times if you didn't give him his head and let him do what he wanted, he would sit out in the wing and do nothing. There are times when he actually did hee-haw in the game, but if you give him his head, he would go wherever he wanted. But he liked running down the wing. He liked taking people on. But he loved to cut in. And really and truly, he was a fantastic, very, very skillful person. Very skillful. I love beat. Sorry,
they played with two, a big guy and a little guy in the middle, and the winger had he was allowed to go from left to right, just done what he wanted.
I mean, obviously, I've seen the videos of Davy Cooper and Laudrup, and a lot of the Walter Smith team in the 9 their own that they said if you wanted a break for the ball, just give the ball to Brian, he would just do what he wanted, waiting kind of things like that. I just think we'll never see the likes of that in Scotland again. But would it be fair to say Brian Laudrup's probably his most favourite ever foreign player for Rangers?
I like Claudio Caniggia, mate. Came to us just too late in his career, but I love to have seen him in his prime. Seen him in World Cups, but imagine watching him every week. He'd have been a great player to watch.
Oh, he'd have been magic to watch.
No long enough, yeah. Just been ever long enough. What you were saying there...
See, my favourite foreign player was Stefan Klos, mate, just because of the era I was brought up in and all, but because he was a good servant to us and things like that. He's probably my favourite foreign player.
I think you can't go wrong. Can't go further than Brian Laudrup. He was just absolutely outstanding. Outstanding. What a player, what a gentleman. What a gentleman as well. Really nice. You never get into trouble. I think he got booked a couple of times for God knows what. Probably stuck his tongue at the referee or something. Shocking.
I'm trying to think of somebody who can put above Laudrup, but I'm struggling. JFK.
If nobody could have laced his boots, it was Fawn. I don't think he came.
Laudrup.
You'd have to go back. You'd have to go back to different eras, really, like Johnny Hubbard. You know, he was a foreigner, so Johnny Hubbard was mercurial, great penalty taker, and lots of assists as well. So
some of the players we had with pace and that. You know, I mean, the way Laudrup he's turn of pace, but we also had Michael Moles and Peter Rustra. Their turn of pace was
Orion Persson.
Orion Persson, aye.
See, Michael Moles for me, JFK. Michael Moles could have been. That boy had the world at his feet, mate, before Oliver Kahn did that to him, and I just think he lost so much of his sharpness after that injury. I think he could have been really one of the Rangers' greats. Yeah. But unfortunately, mate, I just think that injury. I just went for Stefan Klos purely because, obviously, I can't say Laudrup because I never really grew up watching them kind of before my time and things like that. But Stefan Klos, I thought, was a great servant to Rangers in the time he was there. I mean, he was a Champions League winner on that when they came to us and all.
Yeah.
I mean, Klos was a good goalie for us, but I think Laudrup would be a way above him. With the piece, I cannot think anybody would put above.
That's what I'm saying, mate. Majority of Rangers fans would say Laudrup, wouldn't they? Easily.
But for consistency for the time he's there, maybe Claudio Reyna was really consistent for us.
Can I say that if we can define foreigner as anybody that's no Scottish, then you've got to say Gaza. But obviously...
And it's no British.
So no Scottish, I'm saying.
No,
so Gaza came in. Gaza came in, of course.
You'd have Jimmy Simpson, wouldn't you? Look at the goals he scored for us.
Yeah. But I loved Gaza. I think Gaza was the best thing that ever hit Rangers. Him and Laudrup together, what a pairing. Just wonderful to watch. Wonderful to watch.
See, just on that.
But if you look on, then you've got Woods and Butcher when they walked in the door. Look what they done to the club.
Yeah.
Can I just come in there on that? See, do you not think like Walter Smith with the embarrassment of riches in terms of money and that he had to spend? I think he was a wee bit over reliant on and predictable in how he set out his stall, particularly European guys. Gas and Laudrup.
What are you doing? Who's making the noise?
Who's that? Somebody got teeth out.
I think he's books out for that course, trying to read them while he's talking to us. What do you think?
No, I'm here.
Who was making the noise in the background there?
Oh, but that Bridge, man.
Wasn't it Bridge?
See what you were saying there, because do you think the embarrassment of riches Walter Smith had at his disposal in his first term, particularly in Europe, it's sort of predictable in the way he set out his stall, and particularly his use of Gascoigne and Laudrup? But I think what I'm trying to say, do you think he was a better manager the second time round where he had to sort of nip and tuck and get into the UEFA Cup final with the team that he did?
When he tried to break the 92-3 team up and try to improve it when he brought in Gascoigne, maybe what you find there that sometimes your best players don't make your best team.
Aye, I would agree with you there.
Because that 93 team, but it was off Scots, steering off Bartlett, Haitley, really, Mikhailichenko. When you bring Gascoigne into that, you think you're improving your team. And it's getting that brand like he was definitely the best player, but it doesn't mean you see you the better team, JFK.
What about one of the best ever left wingers for Rangers, Johnny Hubbard?
Where have you been?
What? I'd left the room there for a minute. Were you talking about Johnny Hubbard?
I mentioned him earlier, pal.
Sorry. I went to go down the stair. Sorry, pal. Carry on. Carry on.
Scott Simon.
Don't you start. Say nothing now. Kaya Hansen, he's one of my favourites.
If you were naming your two favourite Rangers players who played cricket for Scotland, Bridgeman, who would they be?
Played cricket for Scotland. Andy Gorham. You get that? Andy Gorham. Now, who else was a great cricketer?
JFK?
I know that. Sorry.
JFK?
You just asked me that. I hate cricket.
Scott Simon would be this.
You kidding me on?
I know.
Is it? Yeah, missed that there. Scott Simon. You got me there.
Correct, JFK. Well done, mate.
Thanks very much, pal. I'm right up on this Rangers history.
I'm going to have to get one of the questions with the answers, Scott Simon.
Don't you go there.
Some fabulous names. Some great debate. Everybody sees again different, Fox, eh?
And you never spoke about probably one of our greatest, Jim Baxter, and all that either. God, what would he be worth in this day and age?
I don't know.
Would he have been our one all-time world-class player?
No, according to the historians, a lot of historians, and when Jeff was on, with our writer friend, he said that Michael John would have got in. I mean, the way people talked about Michael John, he'd have got in most teams at the time, yeah?
I think of the modern era, I mean in our era, Foxy, of the modern era, I think there was two players in the Rangers could have and probably deservedly so get into a world 11, and I would have said Willie Henderson and Jim Baxter. Both of them.
What about John Gregg?
Well,
John Gregg was a
what would you want John Gregg for?
It's a world class player.
No, he wasn't world class. Sorry, I'm a great fan of his. One thing he wasn't was world class. He was a really good player in the position. He was a right half or fullback, but none of his skills that Jim Baxter had. Nowhere near it. No,
I never seen the same skill as Jim Baxter, but I certainly. I mean, I've never only seen Jim Baxter at his second time at Ibrox and that, but I certainly wouldn't think that.
Well,
it'd be class as world class. I mean, I know he didn't keep you up, you know. I'm not.
Who are you speaking about? You're speaking about Baxter.
I mean,
you never saw him. That's why I'm saying it's difficult. Yeah, Jim Baxter was like. If you saw that film of beating England in the World Cup in England at Wembley, 1967. I mean, it was just outstanding. That's the kind of skills that people like myself went to see in Ibrox. This guy was dynamite. We were all heartbroken when the Rangers let him go. Absolutely heartbroken.
Bridgeman,
yes,
so can I ask you a question? Because obviously, like you say, we never saw this guy play.
Can I tell you? You can't ask a question. Can I tell you why?
Because it's that time, innit?
We've reached that time of the evening. Hold your question for an hour night. It's over to you, Bridge.
Oh, what can I say? Well, marvellous night again. Sorry I wasn't on top of answering the questions tonight. I got a right doing. So what can I say? Can I just say this? To all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one is, build up to the weekend. Keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers really need us. Just keep it going.
JFK, who was your favourite Ranger to play with Preston North End?
Scott Simon.
Well done, mate.
I knew that answer or not.
Listen, can I thank you? Can I thank you for joining us and on changing the mood slightly? Once again, for everybody here on Rangers Radio, all the best to the big global ambassador. But I thank you. Thanks to everybody for joining us here on Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 11 talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, Fox.
same. For a new one's born when the blue shirts won, and we all remember their name. We are the legendary Rangers. We wear the legendary blue. Today, forever, and for always, we are Rangers through and through. And there is no doubt what we're all about when we face the world and say